What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Retro, and I'm back with another video. I kind of wanted to give an analysis as to what's really going on with the qualifying. Well, not with the qualifying match specifically, but with the Judgment Day, because there is a certain pattern that's going on here. Let's check this out. Now, obviously, we know what I'm saying.
Bronson Reed crushing Sammy. And now Dirty Dog.
Now, we all know that, what I'm saying, he probably was trying to help Finn right here, but if we notice something, Dominic was not helping Finn Balor weeks before this. So why is he choosing now to do it? And also, we all noticed this pattern, right, with Dominic. When he did this with Becky Lynch the first time, right, he messed everything up. Liv Morgan ended up becoming the champion, and yeah, went from there. Then, the very next time, he tried to get involved in a steel cage match, which backfired tremendously. And look at how that worked out. She still became champion, kissed Dominic the same night, whatever. And then everything became kind of intentional at that point, because the final breaking point, which was SummerSlam, he did this exact same thing.
The Intercontinental Champion.
Except it was more intentional. It was obviously intentional, but yeah,
I believe it. Not a great throw by Domis Simpson. The steel chair stop.
And there's a curve stomp to the chair. Now, they've went over this play a million times. This happened at SummerSlam 2023 when Seth Rollins was defending his world championship against Finn Balor. And Finn Balor lost the exact same way. So I'm sure Dominic knows that, considering he was along with the Judgment Day trying to help Finn win that championship. So let's kind of backtrack to that question. Why, out of all times, is Dominic choosing to help Finn now? Well, gentlemen, or women watching this, that was not him trying to help, because that was an orchestrated attack by Liv Morgan. Because if we all know, ignore the train, I deal with this shit every stream. You look at it in a way where it's like, it's kind of obvious at this point. They've been having friction for the past 5 months. They disagree with each other on everything. Dominic's a bit of a puppet at this point. He'll do anything Liv says and stuff like that just to make her happy, which is very warranted for a guy like Dominic, considering the fact that he is in the doghouse. So, well, he's not in the doghouse, but at the same time, he is kind of just a guy who cares so much about the approval of those around him. So, why wouldn't he do that? Well, if we think about it, if we play our cards long enough, Finn Balor is probably going to try to take the Intercontinental Championship from Dominic. And Dominic can see him as a threat, a lethal threat to that championship. Because at some point, you know what I'm saying, gold is gold at this. Gold is gold. So, like, we got to acknowledge that. Like, at some point, I want your championship. Now, that could be one major reason. The second major reason could be, like, Liv Morgan. I don't know why these things popped up, but Liv Morgan could be tired of the antics that Finn Balor has been doing to maybe leak the fact that he may be healed. Because if you guys notice, that Finn Balor starts to keep doing this thing where he's like, let me get the frame a little bit. I know y'all know what that is because he used to do that when he was a face. Let me see if I can get more into frame a bit here. We all remember that. So, is he missing doing that? Because that's a big sign of him going face. So they could possibly see that as a threat. And you know what I'm saying? We all know that they don't agree with everything. You know what I'm saying? Finn Balor always tries to make it like he's the leader of the group, and you know what I'm saying? Everybody has to abide by him and what he does. Hell, he turned on Damien because he was in kind of, it was jealousy, but he kind of felt like Damian Priest was being a little too bossy. So that's kind of where we're leading. Where we're leading here. So those are my major three reasons. It could be he's a threat to the gold. It could be, you know what I'm saying. Was it three reasons? I don't fucking know. She's tired of his antics, or maybe they don't want him to feel like he's the leader. So those are my major three reasons there. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this theory. I'll be posting this on TikTok as well. But yeah, see you guys soon. Peace.